What's good, y'all? What's the numbers TV? It's your boy Perez. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and like a video if you appreciate the content that Perez What's the numbers I provided. Today we back with another profile piece. This was on Juther Perez, aka Juu Hef, out of the Mount Haven section of the Bronx. Some of y'all might be familiar with who he is, some of y'all might not be, but today we're going to talk about the situation that occurred with him in the summer of 2013. So around that time, 2011, 2012, 2013, there was a lot of younger kids that was joining gangs that wasn't going the traditional route as far as turning blood and Crip or Latin King, or Patria, whatever. They was more so jacking their block, their group of friends on their block and whatever their hood was called. Then on top of that, they might be YG, they might be their block and then YG, or they might be their block and then YB, or in Harlem they might be OY. It was different crews like that. Or you might be YG and Blood. That was the whole time of the double jacking, but that's a different video. Some of the crews, the block crews, you might have heard of was 280, Flybridge, Highbridge, River Park Towers, RPT, Dub City, or WTG. These are all different block crews or hood crews in the Bronx. On top of that, they might have been YG or YB or Blood or Crip. So also around that time, the whole YouTube era was popping. I'm just setting the tone for y'all, and then I know the energy that was out there around this time. Where on the We Mobbing DVDs that they would upload on YouTube, they would catch the different crews, in their element on the block, freestyling or partying or just chilling. Because there was also a lot of partying going around that time. They was younger kids, so they was partying. You know how beef start after the party, certain fights. You know how it be. So now the situation with Juu Hef that occurred was basically they're saying that he's allegedly one of the gang leaders one of the leaders of the YGs basically. And in August of 2013, summer night, he was out at the Tropicana Club, with his crew, a couple of friends, partying and enjoying the night. Where they say somehow, some way, they got into a gang fight with Flybridge, Highbridge, supposedly. That's what the paper says. And during the fight or after the fight, he was attempting to walk out the club when somebody came up behind him with the stick from the hookah, the metal piece, and basically started beating him with the metal piece in his head, to where he eventually falls into a coma, where police come and lock the guy up right there on the spot. Now, 8 days later, he passes away, and the guy who got arrested, Melvin Davis, gets charged with manslaughter, assault, resisting arrest, different type of charges. Now, eventually in 2016, 3 years after he gets arrested in 2013, he goes to trial, and after a 10-week trial, he gets convicted of manslaughter. Now, that's all they got as far as articles where you hear anything, because they usually don't check in with the sentencing unless it's a big case like 6ix9ine or something. So I went and checked for the sentencing and everything, and he got sentenced to 20 years for manslaughter. His earliest release date is in September 2030, and his maximum date is August of 2033. So now, if Juu Hef was basically cool with French Montana, he was big down with it. They was the Coke Boys, was a lot of YGs and different, French was around at that time in the Bronx heavy. So French, when he passed away, he tweeted, "Rest in peace to Juu Hef." Because he was around. That's when Little Dirk was around. He got pictures. He was around, he was part of the crew. And he basically sends his condolences to Juu Hef and all that. So how I do. A lot of people don't. A lot of channels, a lot of people, they don't report on certain people, in the hood, basically in the streets. That I got my ear to the streets, so I like shining my light on different stories that everybody hasn't touched on. So that's what I do at What's the Number. How I do with these profile pieces. But also moving forward, I got to be mindful for people that I'm reporting on family, and just keep it, keep it respectful. I only report what's out there. I don't make up stories or try to give my opinion. So it's not like I'm adding on to the story. But still, for people's family, I'm just reporting a little more, being mindful of what I put out there. But yeah, this What's the Numbers TV. It's your boy Perez. If you're messing with the channel, man, go sign up to the Patreon, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. I'm trying to hit 15K subs. So if you rocking with What's the Numbers and Perez, you already know, man. Just hold me down. I'll be back before you know it. Peace.